city. That's where everything kind of began as far as music goes. From childhood, I grew up singing in choirs, being taught by my mother to sing, taught by my father how to project, how to tell stories. So that's kind of where it all began, basically. I guess the history of it, the legacy of St. Louis and what it was, does say a lot for what I want to say, for what I think music from that part of the nation has to say. I think it's like the soul of the country, because it's like a mixture of everything. So it's kind of like we have to catch all the influences from the east, the west, the south, from everywhere, and kind of grab everything and talk about everything. We can't really just be one-dimensional about our subject matter. It kind of has to be a mixture of politics, religion, love, lack of, all three. Opportunity, and it's kind of like a must. In order to do anything in this music business, you kind of have to be in New York to a certain extent. New York or LA. Kind of have to move from coast to coast to a certain extent. Oh, definitely. Where myself and another cast member, Black Spade, that just came out this beginning of this month with his album To Serve With Love. We were part of this crew in St. Louis, and we put out an album in 2002 with that crew, and a lot of good things came from it. A lot of attention, a lot of things that that St. Louis probably wasn't used to, but at the same time kind of gave us the opportunity to express ourselves in the same way, because it is kind of at the same time it is kind of a trendy city too. It still is, it still does follow a lot of what everybody else is really saying. So to a certain extent, we were kind of like the black sheep of the city. It's my alias. It's actually like the other side of what I'm trying to do, what I hope to attain to be, actually. Just as the name says, it's what I hope to attain in life and in music especially, to see more freedom in life and see more freedom in my music and be able to express myself with as much freedom as possible, because I think that's what most of this is all about. So the name is like my alias, is what my whole message is about. The entire record was done by a guy by the name of Canada Smith, who I've been working with for about 5 years, 6 years, something like that, 7 years. It's been since like 2002. It's a mixture of a lot of different things. They gave me a lot of creative freedom as far as subject matter and influences. But in the same breath, they also guided me as far as what sound they wanted the ultimate sound to be. So it was kind of like they didn't hinder me from writing about what I thought was going on in the world right now, as far as, because I write about everything anyway. They didn't limit me on that, but they did like choose what direction it will go in and what direction was more of what they were looking for from what I was bringing. The amount of work that you have to do it on your own, and not being able to, because I didn't go through like a distribution company for it. It's totally like I have my record in a couple stores in Atlanta and a couple stores in St. Louis, and basically everything else just came from like my MySpace page and my other websites. Well, in this day and age, it's kind of music is available to anybody, because the internet, it makes it so accessible that it's kind of inevitable for everything to be bootlegged anyway, to a certain extent. Unfortunately, that's a huge, big problem right now. And what people don't really realize is that we don't make any money when they download the record, and that's a handicap. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge handicap. So, but at the same time, I guess that's one of the reasons why I put so much work into a live show and try to put as much energy and give you something that'll make you want to come back and see it again. Yeah, I can't wait to see you, and I hope you'll stay with me through all my changes and all my expressions, and hopefully we'll grow together. Peace and love.
Lord, what's your name? And I follow your lead. Said it makes me